So I've spent the night here with you.
Oh, well, now, I don't know that I'd use those words exactly. But, from a certain angle, yes.
How do you do?
I think I had the impression this picture was about me at first. When I was told by Willie Wyler that an unknown girl, a little dancer from London, was going to play the princess, I said, well, Willie, no one has better judgment than you. Have you seen her on film? He said, let me show you something. Well, it took about 2 minutes, and it suddenly came over me that Roman Holiday was not going to be about me. It was going to be about the princess.
I owe Greg a great deal, if not everything, because stars had approval of co-stars or co-actors.
Everybody on the set was in love with her. She never put a foot wrong. And at that time, it was to be Gregory Peck in Roman Holiday with Audrey Hepburn. I got on the phone from Rome and I called my agent in Hollywood. And I said, George, it's got to be Audrey Hepburn above the title. He said, you can't do that. You've worked years to get top billing. You can't give it away like that. I said, oh, yes, I can. And if I don't, I'm going to make a fool out of myself because this girl is going to win the Oscar in her very first performance.
The mouth of truth. The legend is that if you're given to lying, you put your hand in there, it'll be bitten off.
Oh, the hard idea.
I said to Willie, before we did it the first time, let me do the old Red Skelton thing where I put my hand in the mouth of truth, and then when I pull it out, it's like that. And don't tell her we're going to do it.
And so we played the scene, and Greg put his hand in there, and the scream I let out was good and proper because it was very funny, but it was also very scary.
I have to leave you now. I'm going to that corner there. And turn. You must stay in the car and drive away. Promise not to watch me go beyond the corner. Just drive away and leave me as I leave you.
Greg and I are about to separate and never ever see each other again. And it was goodbye. And Willie said, now, you know, I want you to cry and be really heartbroken. I was heartbroken, but not being very professional. I didn't know how to cry tears or invent them, and it sort of didn't happen. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes, and there was still no tears. And Willie, who had always been very gentle and very sweet with me, came over to me and said, oh, this is enough of that. And for God's sake, you know, are you going to cry or not? Or, I mean, are we going to stay here all night? I was so upset at him being so angry with me that I burst into tears and they shot the scene.
I don't know how to say goodbye. Can't think of any words.
Don't try.
that's how I became Gregory Peck and Audrey Hepburn in Roman Holiday. And she did win the Oscar the first time out.
She had not gone to acting schools. She didn't hear the word Strasbourg. She did not repeat in front of a mirror. She just was born with this kind of quality. And she made it look so unforced, so simple, so easy.
I didn't know what I was doing. I acted instinctively and had one of the greatest schools of all. A whole row of great, great directors.
Which of the cities visited did Your Highness enjoy the most?
Each in its own way.
Each in its own way was unforgettable. It would be difficult to... Rome. By all means, Rome. I will cherish my visit here in memory as long as I live.
Confidentially, she's a pixie. One night, she's the guest of honor at a glittering state reception. And the very next night...
You have my permission to withdraw.
Thank you very much.
How did this cute little surprise package wind up in Greg's apartment? That's what he's wondering, too. And wait till you see the princess let her hair down, with a whole army turning Rome upside down to find her.
Joe, we can't go running around town with a hot princess.
Do you want in on this deal or don't you?
And what a deal it is when the princess starts giving Greg the royal runaround. So come along, share their gay and giddy holiday, because all the things happen to them that you'd always hope for on the happiest day of your life. Share the fun as the princess comes face to face with the kind of characters she never bumped into before. Share the glory of a romance as radiant as the Roman moonlight. And share the excitement of the wildest escapade that ever set the eternal city on its ear.